Now with 3 of these, in what ways do you try to embrace what the weekend is, despite going from event to event, right?
I think it's pretty fun to just event from event. I get to see a different person, interact a different friendship. I'm like, oh, I didn't know she was like this, or I get to do something with Lisa Leslie and stuff like that. I think as I go from event to event, I'm just like, I get a new moment, and I don't want to miss the moment. I want to stay in the moment, and I want to be grateful about it.
Would you like though a break after this? Like that seems like a much needed thing for all of you guys, rather than going right into practice on Sunday.
I can say this now because it's over. That back to back, I'm still recovering. So yes, but I think we're here for a reason. We all are. You guys are here for a reason. So let's just all be where our feet are. Okay.
Kelsey, beyond just the 3 of you guys who are representing the Fever, everyone is involved. You have Natasha doing activations. Everybody's kind of all over the place. Sid's doing Fever Fest. What does it mean to have everyone be able to see your whole team here, not just the 3 of you representing the franchise?
I think everybody, we always talk about the train, and we always talk about the car going in our locker room, and I think that every piece is a part of the puzzle. It's a part of the car. The car don't go without the brakes don't go without. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So it's a domino effect, and I say to say that's our team.
Wait, so what's the train or car analogy? That's what you guys talking about?
Like I feel like to have a steering wheel, you need this. To have a brakes, you need that. To have, to shine, you need this and that. To have the rims look good, you need the tires. And I think like every piece of the puzzle of like it needs to work for all this to happen. And I think who Lexi is for her rebounds, who Sid is for her energy, who Sid is as her personality and making people smile. It all serves to who we are, and it makes our team who we are. And I think that piece of bringing it all together just kind of keeps everything flowing.
Kelsey, what's on the feet?
On my feet?
Yeah,
so shout out to Nike. I got a nice little custom here. Nike's really dope. I'm a Nike athlete, so this is big for me. I love D-Book. Everything that he's done with the shoe to make my feet comfortable. So shout out to D-Book. Got a D-Book on today, so shout out to Nike.
Did you ever think you'd have your own color? How cool is that?
Very humbling. I love D-Book as a hooper, so to know that I get to represent his shoe this weekend, shout out to you, man. Hope you see this too.
Kelsey, what was working so well for you tonight?
Just trying to be who I am, taking what the team's giving me. I like to think that the preparation, everything that you do before the game is kind of prepared you to kind of like be who you are. So yeah, just trying to be me. I love basketball, so it's just my job to try to do that as best as possible.
This is your first semifinals, but you just didn't look like you look totally unfazed out there, like not feeling the pressure. Is that kind of how you feel?
I think that as a competitor, it's like you want to win. You want to do your best to win. So that's like adjusting regardless. But I think that I can't. The controllables are the controllables, and the ones that are not. And so I thank God that I put my nuts in here to be able to have this conversation. But like I just try to keep it about basketball. So I think what you guys see is just me trying to just be a kid in the playground, I guess.
There was this moment in the first half with the jumper on the left wing, a crossover with the jumper. You had a big smile on your face afterwards. Do you remember, or just you're sitting?
No,
so
probably not, man. I just be locked in. But I think that it was probably just a moment to see myself, see one go in. It's less about anything I do. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Other team and nothing like that. It's just about me and trying to just stay focused on the right stuff. So if I was smiling, it was about seeing one go in and kind of like giving myself a sense of confidence.
What has it felt like? I know you're just a hooper, but what has it felt like this season to feel all that love, to be poured into like you have?
Oh my God. Steph always cries on camera, but like I never had a coach. Like I cry off camera because like I really never truly had like the company, the culture, the organization that I have like been surrounded by the last couple of years.
You had to play out of position tonight to fill at that point. You had a decent high 8 assists. Just how did you try to embrace that for this game?
Oh man, I haven't played point guard. I was telling the girls I haven't played point guard like maybe since college, and so that was different. But I think it brings out the vulnerable side of me, the leadership in which I need to keep getting better at and keep growing at. I think being in this PG position kind of helps with that. And I think I believe in my team, so seeing my assists go up is just because of these girls. We have an unbelievable chemistry when it comes to seeing and reading each other. So
I think they didn't get good tonight.
Before the team, making sure that they're sacrificing, playing out of position, doing things that they don't normally do, maybe uncomfortable, but I think they both really did a great job of sacrificing in those moments and doing what the team needed to do.
Okay. Sexy Lexi.
Kelsey, could you feel that performance come from Lexi when you're around her practice every day, seeing what she's putting in? Could you kind of sense and understand, I guess, that it was just a matter of time if she had a breakout showing like that?
And we have this song, All There by Young Jeezy, that I play every game, and on my way. And I tell Lexi, I tell Sophie, everybody, I trust in our group so crazy that I'm like, when the song comes on, it's like, it's all there. Like, you just gotta believe it, and I think Lexi knows that we believe in her. Our last game in Phoenix, I think we all were just a bit emotional about everything, and I think me and Lexi had an emotional moment because, no one shot well, and I want her to know that we're gonna count on her for, what she brings to the table every night, and I'm gonna always stand by my teammates, so you never have to worry about that.
At what point, when do you play that song? Is it the same time every?
Oh, it's the walkout, man. We have to be ready for the walkout. Shout out to Young Jeezy if he's listening or seeing this.
Come to a game.
Song, come to a game. All There by Young Jeezy.
For either one of you, the last game was not a very good one. How big is it to make this quick turnaround with the sense of urgency, the timing of being at home, as you get to the halfway point of the season, and everybody healthy?
Yeah, it was a butt whooping. I'm not gonna lie to you about that one, but it was really bad. But I think we need moments like this. Any true competitor know that you need moments to kind of have lows and valleys where you have to go through a tough time, and that was us on Wednesday. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about how bad we played, but I think God willing, we got a chance to get it right today, and so you guys got to see what it's like for us to turn the page, be a sacrificial team, be able to sacrifice for one another, and put it together a whole 40-minute game.
Sophie, you enjoy how the crowd and player next to was pretty reserved, but I saw Kelsey first time in a while kind of show that emotion. So when you see her get hyped like that, what does that do for the team? You know that happens.
He's out of me, man. He's out of me.
I just love it. I really do think this is a really unique and special team. In the locker room, we really do love each other. Like we love spending time together. Our practices, I'm not gonna lie, are long, and sometimes we have to hold hands and be like, hey, we're gonna get through it. But this is a team that I have never felt like this in the W. I've been in it for 7 years. I know you've been in it for 8, and so this is a special group that we have. And so when we can just go out there and have fun and be competitors and feed off of each other, it's just easy. And when people are smiling, like you don't ever see Kelsey really get like that, but when we see her get like that, we're like, oh, yeah, like we're in it. You know what I mean? And when other teams see that, it's game over. And so we're our best when we're having fun.
It's an all-star for a long time, especially knowing this time that you're here.
Like I said, grateful, man. My career has been what it's been, and so anytime I can get something like that on my resume, I'm very grateful.
I remember a few years ago, the last time you didn't make it out, how hard that was for you, especially having this season that you had. Now you've done it many times in a row. Does it ever get any different or feel any better or worse than the first time, or is it still that satisfying every time?
Oh, it's that satisfying every time. I mean, everyone's trying to make that roster, so if they saw me as one who wants to be an all-star, I'm going to take what I can out of it, and while it's hot, I'm going to take it.
Have you talked with Caitlin about the drafting yet, or is that something you get to here later
She was
tonight?
just saying that she has to draft later.
Yeah.
But, I hope she picks me. I hope she picks both of us, but obviously the reality is that it can go either way. But it would be good to have a lot of Fever girls together for that weekend.
What do you think is different for you having All-Star gear, especially?
It'll be fun. Hopefully, I've never seen Indianapolis like shining bright, so hopefully it shines bright all weekend. It's a big deal for the city, but I look forward to all the festivities. It'll be fun.
How'd you find out?
I got a call. I least suspected call, actually. I was eating my pregame meal, so I was like, oh. And so when I answered the phone, I answered, and I was kind of surprised this was a number I didn't recognize. And once, I was talking to Kathy, it was a really good conversation, and she broke the news, and so it was very humbling.
Does it ever get old though? Right?
No, not for me. I ain't never really had too many opportunities, so anytime I can get it, I'm gonna take it and be grateful about it.
Kelsey, did you stay up and see who your opponent would be, and what's your general reaction now that you know?
I rely on our Fever Girls group chat for a lot of things. Schedule is one of them, and knowing we play was another one of them. So once the girls put in the group chat, like kind of where our focus needs to be. Last night it was kind of like a sealed deal, obviously, but.
been 9 years since a home playoff game for the Fever. What are you expecting on Tuesday?
I'm focused on Sunday, so I'll let you know when I get to Tuesday.
You've played them 5 times, preseason included. So what have you seen throughout the year that you guys can use to an advantage on Sunday?
Oh man, they're big, they're long, they're active. So it comes with a plus and minus. Obviously, you got to know how to make reads once you get in the paint. But I think on the flip side, transition could be big for us. If we can get out, obviously get the stop first, and get out and play in transition. It gives ourselves a chance to kind of like make them tired and run them out just a little bit.
Good to see you both. Kelsey, this one is actually for you.
Yeah.
You've been in this league long enough to have been playing in front of much smaller crowds in a very different player experience. Are you used to it yet? Like, does this still feel new, or this is? Just take me through how you process it.
I don't, and here's why. I see a new celebrity that may have watched on TV growing up or something at the game every day now, so I'm just like, what is happening? I say that to say, like, people, want to see what women's basketball look like at the highest level, and we as the players want to be good product, and the idea is that you want people to keep flooding this place in, but I'll never get used to it ever.
Now 2 days removed, how are you feeling, and did doctors give you any indication on how this even happened to you?
I feel fine. As far as like, I don't think I could play in a real game for like another. I mean, realistically, I would hope I get so back to just take some rest, but I probably should just take some time to kind of reset because I lost a lot of fluid. I think in that experience alone, I kind of just felt scared because for a while, my legs weren't, so numb and so paralyzed, so to speak, that I couldn't feel my feet. So I just think resetting, get my bloodstream back flowing, to be able to but I think it just happened over usage, man. I think to answer your question, I think it was just, for one, if I'm honest, I never played that long. I never made it to a postseason. And then I just think, being there and being present for my team, I kind of never thought about anything like a red belt. I don't know how random that it even is in a playoff game 5, but that's another conversation for another day.
A couple specific questions. First of all, it looked like you refused the stretcher, refused the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
No, not doing a stretcher, man. On the funny side, I was like, walking out here on the stretcher was just not going to happen, not doing that. And I was like, if you guys just get me off the floor so they can finish the game, I'll be fine. But I don't know if you guys saw my feet, but they were like dangling because I had no blood flow. And so me to get put off the court was just an act of God, really, because I couldn't lift my legs to move. So the stretcher thing was just, eventually I was like, just get me off the floor. And so I was carried off. I was going to use the stretcher because I didn't deem it fitting. Like, I wasn't about to walk out, like, he was gonna see me leave, on my own. And so I think that was just making an impact on myself to say, like, no, you're gonna get up and you're gonna figure it out, without this stretcher. So it was just really that.
This is a question for looking ahead. You're free agent, having an off season ahead of you. There's obviously uncertainty across the board, across the league. Have you put any thought into, what you think you might, wish for 2026 for yourself, whether you look to back or anything along those lines?
I hope we gotta leave.
How have you and your teammates been able to stay in this moment, knowing what has been going on? That any player doesn't have to. That's like, really, you think about experience, something you guys are experiencing this year with this team, these injuries.
I think that you have to stay resilient. That's one thing that we said all season, but I really think people don't take heed to what I say when I say that you have to have good culture. You have to have good people in your locker room. You have to have, decent humans for this thing to keep rolling. And I think it's important. I think when people have bad days and think bad things happen, I think lean on internal. I think internally we build relationships with one another to make them, make it not feel so horrible. And then like the energy internally from Caitlin is still there. Like, it hasn't really wavered. And I think that even though they're not on the floor, we still feel everyone's presence. So it sucks, it really does. But we try to stay together in every aspect.